Stress vs. anxiety. What's the real difference? A mental health literacy deep dive. Introduction. Why this conversation matters. Before we begin, let's get something clear. Almost everyone feels stressed. Almost everyone feels anxious. And yet so many people feel confused, ashamed, or broken because of it. You might hear things like, just relax, stop overthinking. Everyone feels stressed. But what if the problem isn't that you're too sensitive? What if the problem is that no one ever explained how the mind actually works? That's what this video is about. Today we're going to talk about what stress really is, what anxiety really is, how they are different, how they affect your body, how they affect your thoughts, why they exist, and why having them does not mean something is wrong with you. This isn't about labeling you. This isn't about diagnosing anyone. This is about understanding yourself better. Because mental health literacy isn't about fixing people. It's about giving people language, clarity, and understanding. Section 1. The human brain, built for survival, not school. To understand stress and anxiety, we have to start with one simple truth. Your brain's main job is survival, not happiness. Thousands of years ago, the human brain evolved to keep people alive in dangerous environments. Back then, threats looked like wild animals, food shortages, natural disasters, physical danger. If your brain sensed danger, it reacted fast. That reaction still exists today. The problem? Your brain does not know the difference between a lion chasing you and a math test, social pressure, or fear of failure. To your brain, stressful situations still feel like threats. That's where stress and anxiety come from. They are not weaknesses. They are protective responses. Section 2. What is stress, really? Stress defined. Simply, stress is your body's response to pressure or demand. It happens when something requires action, something feels urgent, something feels overwhelming. Stress is usually tied to a specific situation. Everyday stress examples for teens. Let's make this real. Stress can come from a big exam next week, multiple assignments due at the same time, a sports competition, a presentation in class, family responsibilities, time pressure. In these moments, your brain says, this matters. Pay attention. What happens in the body during stress? When stress appears, your brain activates what's called the stress response. This causes faster heart rate, faster breathing, muscle tension, increased alertness. Your body is preparing you to focus, react, perform. This is sometimes called fight or flight, but for modern life, it's more like focus and perform. What stress feels like mentally. In your mind, stress can look like racing thoughts about what you need to do, difficulty focusing on anything else, feeling overwhelmed but motivated, a sense of urgency. Stress often sounds like, I have too much to do. I don't have enough time. I need to get this done. Important truth about stress. Stress is usually temporary. When the situation ends, the test is over, the deadline passes, the event is finished, your body can return to baseline. This is why stress isn't always bad. Short-term stress can improve focus, increase motivation, help you prepare. The problem starts when stress becomes constant. Section 3. When stress doesn't turn off. Sometimes stress doesn't disappear. This can happen when there are too many stressors at once, there is no time to rest, pressure feels constant, expectations feel impossible. When stress lasts too long, your body stays in high alert mode. This can lead to exhaustion, irritability, trouble sleeping, headaches, burnout. Chronic stress doesn't mean you're weak. It means your nervous system hasn't had a chance to recover. Section 4. What is anxiety? Really? Now let's talk about anxiety. Anxiety is often misunderstood. Anxiety is not just being stressed a lot. Anxiety defined. Simply, anxiety is persistent worry or fear, often about the future, even when there is no immediate threat. While stress is usually about what's happening now, anxiety is often about what might happen. Everyday anxiety examples for teens. Anxiety can look like worrying about grades even when you're doing well, overthinking conversations from days ago, constantly fearing embarrassment, feeling nervous for no clear reason, expecting something bad to happen. Anxiety often sounds like, what if I mess up? What if people judge me? What if something goes wrong? What happens in the body during anxiety? Physically, anxiety can cause tight chest, upset stomach, shallow breathing, restlessness, feeling on edge. The body reacts as if danger is present even when it isn't. What anxiety feels like mentally. Mentally, anxiety can include constant what-if thoughts, difficulty relaxing, trouble sleeping, overthinking small details, fear of uncertainty. Anxiety doesn't always have a clear trigger. That's why it can feel confusing and frustrating. Section 5. Stress vs. anxiety. The key differences. Let's clearly separate the two. Stress caused by a specific situation, usually short-term, often ends when the problem ends. Can be motivating. Anxiety, often ongoing, can exist without a clear cause. Focused on future uncertainty. Can feel hard to shut off. Both involve the nervous system. Both affect the body and mind, but they function differently. Section 6. Why anxiety exists. Here's something important. Anxiety exists because your brain is trying to protect you. Your brain thinks, if I worry enough, I can prevent danger. The problem is that the brain can't predict the future perfectly, so it keeps scanning for threats, even imaginary ones. Anxiety is not logic-based, it's survival-based. Section 7. The role of overthinking. Overthinking is closely connected to anxiety. The brain repeats thoughts like, did I say the wrong thing? What if that goes badly? What if I fail? The brain believes repetition equals preparation, but too much thinking creates mental exhaustion, increased fear, reduced confidence. Understanding this helps you realize you're not broken, your brain is overprotective. Section 8. How school and social life increase stress and anxiety. Modern life adds pressure in ways the brain never evolved for. Constant comparison, social media, academic competition, lack of rest. Your brain is dealing with information overload, constant evaluation, fear of judgment. That's a lot for any nervous system. Section 9. Stress and anxiety are not personal failures. This is critical to understand. Feeling stressed or anxious does not mean you're weak, you're failing, you're broken. It means you're human. Your nervous system is active. You care. Mental health struggles are not character flaws. Section 10. Why language matters. When people say, I'm just stressed, when they mean anxiety, or I have anxiety, when they mean stress, it can stop them from getting the right support. Understanding the difference helps you respond more effectively. Ask for better help. Be kinder to yourself. Section 11. Basic coping framework, not instructions. Without giving techniques, here's the framework. Stress often responds to rest, organization, and recovery. Anxiety often responds to understanding, reassurance, and support. Both benefit from feeling safe, being heard, not being judged. Section 12. You are not alone. Millions of people experience stress and anxiety. Many don't talk about it. Many feel ashamed. Many think they're the only one. They're not. You're not. Conclusion. Mental health literacy is power. Understanding stress and anxiety gives you awareness, compassion, control. Not control over everything, but control over how you respond. The more you understand your mind, the less scary it becomes. Stress and anxiety are signals, not enemies. They are information, not failures. They are part of being human, not something to be ashamed of. Learning about mental health is not weakness, it's strength.